Warning. The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised. Satan. Satan, also known as the devil, is an entity in the Abrahamic religions that seduces humans into sin or falsehood. In Christianity and Islam, he is usually seen as either a fallen angel or a genie, who used to possess great piety and beauty, but rebelled against God, who nevertheless allows him temporary power over the fallen world and a host of demons. In Judaism, Satan is typically regarded as a metaphor for the Yetzer Hara, or evil inclination, or as an agent subservient to God. A figure known as the Satan first appears in the Tanakh as a heavenly prosecutor, a member of the sons of God subordinate to Yahweh, who prosecutes the nation of Judah in the heavenly court and tests the loyalty of Yahweh's followers by forcing them to suffer. During the intertestamental period, possibly due to influence from the Zoroastrian figure of Angra Manu, the Satan developed into a malevolent entity with aberrant qualities in dualistic opposition to God. In the apocryphal Book of Jubilees, Yahweh grants the Satan, referred to as Mastema, authority over a group of fallen angels or their offspring to tempt humans to sin and punish them. In the Synoptic Gospels, Satan tempts Jesus Christ in the desert and is identified as the cause of illness and temptation. In the beginning, before the fall of Adam and Eve, there was no sickness or death. But through Satan, formerly Lucifer, Eve fell to temptation and did sin, bringing forth disease and death. China's current president, Xi Jinping, recently called the outbreak of the coronavirus a devil or demon. He is not too far off from the truth, being that according to Christian biblical text, due to Satan's beguilement of Eve, creating the original sin spawned diseases like corona and much more devastating horrors. Satan, also known as the dragon and that old serpent, was also known as Lucifer once upon a time before his rebellion. Lucifer, or morning star, was once the most beautiful of all of God's angels and the protector of the mercy seat, or God's throne. Lucifer, not satisfied with his status in heaven, organized a rebellion of 1/3 of the angels and tried to overthrow the creator of the universe, but failed in the process, being defeated by the archangel Michael and the other 2/3. According to biblical text, Job is a wealthy man living in a land called Uz, with his large family and extensive flocks. He is blameless and upright, always careful to avoid doing evil. One day, Satan, the adversary, appears before God in heaven. God boasts to Satan about Job's goodness, but Satan argues that Job is only good because God has blessed him abundantly. Satan challenges God that if given permission to punish the man, Job will turn and curse God. God allows Satan to torment Job to test his bold claim, but he forbids Satan to take Job's life in the process. In the course of one day, Job receives 4 messages, each bearing separate news that his livestock, servants, and 10 children have all died due to marauding invaders or natural catastrophes. Job tears his clothes and shaves his head in mourning, but he still blesses God in his prayers. Satan appears in heaven again, and God grants him another chance to test Job. This time, Job is afflicted with horrible skin sores or boils. His wife encourages him to curse God and give up and die, but Job refuses, struggling to accept his circumstances. Satan was once one of the most powerful of God's angels, and God consistently uses his angels to perform his task of delivering messages and judgment. We can see from the biblical story of Sodom and Gomorrah the fierce power of angels when they rained down fire and brimstone to destroy the city. We can see their powers from the story of the plagues of Egypt. God says that he will send the destroyer to strike down the firstborn sons of Egypt. Could this destroyer be Satan himself? According to Christian, Muslim, and Judeo texts, demons are former angels with immense and almost limitless powers, and the king of the demons, Satan, is indeed a fierce roaring lion and a force to be reckoned with.